In this video, I'm going to talk about the number one attic ventilation problem that most people don't even know they have. At AtticFoil.com, we help customers every day with questions about installing radiant barrier foil and fixing attic ventilation problems. People call and they want to know, why is my attic so hot and what can I do to fix it? So we start asking them questions to get more information, and we commonly ask, we say, when was the last time you cleaned your soffit vents? And usually there's one of two answers. Either a customer says, I've never cleaned my soffit vents, or they say, what is a soffit vent? And attic ventilation is really pretty simple. You've got holes in the top of the attic and holes in the bottom of the attic. Air comes in the bottom of the attic, it travels through the attic and out the top, and it heats up as it goes along. It's actually a cooling mechanism. Heat is being extracted off the roof, and that's why the air gets hot. But if you've got clogged or dirty soffit vents, no air can come into the attic. So you've got to have a method of cleaning those soffit vents to allow the attic to breathe and for the air to go through the attic. Now, why do we want attic ventilation? In the summer, we want to take out heat, and in the winter, we want to take out moisture. And the way air comes into an attic is through the soffit vents. Now, the soffit vents are usually they're rectangular vents in the eaves of the attic or the roof that have louvers with a wire mesh behind them. The louvers usually face the wall, so just by looking at them from down below, sometimes you can't tell that they're dirty. You've got to get up and kind of look in the louvers, and it's a lot like the lint trap on a dryer. Eventually, stuff will get into the mesh behind it and completely clog the soffit vents. And once you clean them, you'll have amazing results. I've seen many times where you clean the soffit vents, and within 15-20 minutes, the air temperature in the attic drops 15-20 degrees, and the wind turbines that they thought were broken, now they're spinning like the day that they installed them. And soffit vents get dirty or clogged for several reasons. One, just stuff floating by, but especially on older homes, they're painted over 2 or 3 times, they get clogged with paint. There's a lot of different things that can cause a soffit vent to be clogged. Now, the way to clean these is really simple. You want to get a nylon brush, kind of like the brush you use to clean the tires on a car. Just brush it really good, side to side, tap it a few times. You'll see all that stuff fall down. And then come through with a leaf blower, stick the nozzle up underneath the louvers, put that leaf blower on, and blow from the bottom. Excuse me. It'll kick off anything that's in the attic sitting on the wire mesh. Whether it be attic insulation or construction debris, it'll kick it to the side and allow air to go through the soffit. Now, you never want to use water. You don't want to spray water into your attic, and an air compressor really won't do a lot to clean it. But once you brush it real good and you blow it with a leaf blower, it should clear it up pretty open. Now, here's another issue on soffit vents most people don't know about, especially on new construction. You may have a brand new soffit vent like this one pictured here, but if you look closely where the little red box is, that's the actual hole behind the soffit vent. And here's a picture with the vent pulled down, or a similar vent, and you can see how the hole is just small. What you've got to do is pull this vent down, cut a new hole, and put up a new vent. Now, here's an example of the extreme where all they did was take a hammer and just bang a couple holes in the bottom of this vent, and that's an 8x16 soffit vent, and the hole is probably the size of the palm of your hand. No air is going to get through that soffit vent. So attic ventilation is important, but if you're really trying to make your attic more comfortable and drop the temperature and your home more efficient, you want to install a radiant barrier. And the description is kind of like a car. If you park it in the sun, it's going to be hot. If you crack the windows, it's going to help some, but really if you want to make a big impact, you want to park that car in the shade. So attic ventilation is kind of like cracking the windows in a car, but parking under a tree is kind of like installing a radiant barrier. A radiant barrier will make far bigger impact than any ventilation can. So by stapling up the radiant barrier, the roof gets hot. Normally that heat radiates across the attic. You can have great ventilation, but the attic temperature may be close to ambient temperature, but the top surface of the insulation still may be 120, 130 degrees. When you put a radiant barrier in, you block that path, you reflect the heat back, and you keep the attic cooler and more comfortable. So consider installing a radiant barrier along with good ventilation, and your home will be more comfortable and energy efficient. For more information, visit AtticFoil.com. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel by clicking the button below. Or if you want to see some of our related videos, click on some of the videos on the side. For all other information, please visit the website, AtticFoil.com.